Hello everyone and welcome back to more Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Edgeworth
for
is...
all.
Exactly. Edgeworth for all, the revival of Edgeworth.
I have no interest in talking about useless evidence. Hey, it's our pride.
I know, seriously, what a dick. I see why Phoenix wanted you to stay dead.
You set up my cookie badge. I will pay you for that one day. Put a little more thought into what you show me, Phoenix Wright.
Still as stuck up as ever. Okay, does that mean you want to look at this? No. But that does make it sound like you'll actually look at something, maybe? I'm not sure.
There's no evidence good enough for the edge.
I guess not. Do you want to look at our magic stones?
Yeah,
No?
are you ever gonna explain that to him? I mean, it's kind of cheating.
I doubt we are.
Like, one day he's gonna be like, why even... Okay. One day he's gonna be like, I follow Phoenix's code perfectly and I still lose cases. How is that possible? It's like, well, actually, I'm cheating.
Yeah. Though to be fair, we generally are nice enough not to even use it in courtroom for some reason.
Too. But, I mean, you couldn't win any of these cases if you didn't have cheating.
Yeah. But that's basically true. Hey, what do you have to say about yourself?
We are looking into leads, but we can only look into a few key players with our limited resources. There's no reason for us to waste our energy investigating this person.
We don't need to investigate.
It totally could never be me. Does he say that every case? He's like, it'd be a waste of energy to investigate me.
He probably does. Why don't you
Even when he's the killer.
Yeah. Why don't you just tell it straight to my face and say, I don't have any info? I'm out. Celeste. Oh, actually.
This woman is another key to the case.
Do you really think so?
She was Adrian Andrews' mentor a long time ago. But suddenly she was called away by production and became June Corridor's manager. So I'm assuming that she thinks that June Corridor killed this woman.
Yeah.
And that's why she killed him. To get revenge.
Yeah,
and that's why
that
she got
seems-
close to him for the sake of this person.
Right, exactly. So that seems to be the implication. So now we have that piece of the puzzle.
And then, a few months later, Celeste impacts died. I'm just gonna call her Celeste.
That's fine. But her death was a suicide, right?
Yes. But there's still one riddle left unsolved.
A riddle?
A suicide note. It went missing. No one could find it.
A suicide note that just vanished, huh?
How do you know there's a suicide note then? Or did they find it and then lose it afterwards?
I assume they somehow found it and lost it, but I don't know how they'd lose something like that.
And it didn't write it down after fucking.
Yeah, like, seriously, during a police investigation, Adrian Andrews must have really ninja'd in there if she somehow stole the freaking note right up from under their noses.
Wait, maybe the client is actually a ninja.
Maybe so. And he is a samurai, so maybe he's also...
A ninja samurai. Adrian Andrews. She holds a large secret within herself.
A secret?
He can't help but fear that this whole case revolves around her.
If you say so. Anything to say about Von Karma? Nah.
We are looking into one karma, but face sucks.
Yeah. What about Old Bag? I'm guessing you don't... Well, okay, what about other relevant people then?
While I was abroad, these deplorable types of actors became popular, I take it. Right, they were already before you.
Yeah, I know, seriously. Well, refreshing like a spring breeze is his motto.
Refreshing? What is so refreshing about a spring breeze?
That's what you have issue with? Spring breezes. I hate those things.
Also, what I want to... How did he, like... He flew away with a plane, faked his own death. I'm like, doesn't the government mind you doing that?
You think so? I would assume if you faked your own death for a year and then came back, someone would be a little mad.
Like, where are your
Don't
taxes,
lie.
man?
What happened to all of your taxes and, like, you know, we kind of gave you a funeral that you didn't actually attend. Sounds like the pawn is not treating him well this year.
There's an interesting rumor about this man.
Yeah, we know. The one about Miss Andrews getting close to him, but that's pretty common tabloid fare, isn't it?
I don't take things at face value when there's more to be found. That's why I like you, After Phoenix.
Because there's never more to be found.
No, because if he just looked at your face, he wouldn't like you.
Oh, alright. About Pearl.
Likes you for the inside, not for the... God damn it.
God damn it. you just had to say it like that, didn't you?
I didn't mean to.
I know you didn't, but still. This is, I forced my hand. I'm gonna have to talk about a missing suicide note.
Miss Celestia's death was most certainly a suicide. Of that there is no mistake. However, we could not find her suicide note. That's when the police began to suspect that someone had hidden it.
The suicide note?
Wait, see, but no, it's not that it got stolen, they just never found it.
Right.
Because otherwise it wouldn't quite hidden.
Right, exactly. But how do you even know... Oh, luckily Phoenix is asking this question for us. How do you know that Miss Sheevan had written such a note?
Miss She. There was no solid evidence, however. We did find traces of ink on her right index finger, which makes the likelihood of a suicide note very high. Geez, that's lucky. She wouldn't know it was a fucking ink. Like, you don't even use ink pens.
I
mean, okay, I get you do, but not like the old style. Like you wouldn't find ink on a finger.
Yeah, I see your point. Like, you know, yeah. Unless she's just really clumsy like I am. Well, even then, I'm not that clumsy with pens, but whenever I pick up a marker, I swear I always get some on me. It's just, it happens.
Sense.
But who would hide such a thing?
The police thinks it was Mr. Juan Correa himself.
The victim?
He's quite happy about that.
I know. He was like, Mr. Krita killed someone.
He has huge legs. His legs are like twice the size of the body.
I think he should have gone into, like, kickboxing instead of acting.
I mean, it probably makes him quite weak.
Well, actually, that's fair. That is a lot of, that does give a lot of area for the opponent to hit, but imagine the range.
Still, those legs are huge.
Yeah, no, they really are. I agree. I don't think legs should ever be longer than someone's body.
It's like, but it's not just longer, but like 1.5 kind of leg.
Right, exactly. Like, just almost from his, waist to his knee is, like, almost that. Just that is his body.
He was the one who found her body. It makes him the only person who had a chance to hide her suicide note.
Mr. Krita hid his own manager's suicide note? But why?
As long as a note is missing, any speculation beyond this is meaningless. For now, I think you should look this over. This is the suicide report. Part 1 anyway.
Part
Gotta
1?
pay for part 2, it's DLC.
Exactly, man. That'd be funny if, like, Phoenix just had to bribe Edgeworth with... it's like, here's your $20, where's part 2?
I mean, maybe Gumshoe's gonna have to do that at some point. Gumshoe becomes like an illegal evidence trader.
Make a surprising amount of sense considering how little he's getting paid.
I don't like to look through reports. That's why I lose a lot of cases. I hate reading. I like suicide reports even less. Worst of all, the reports that have multiple parts like that one. That is too
2 parts?
Yes, it really explains why he loses other cases. Like,
I know.
Wait, what? He got stabbed? I thought he fell off a bridge.
I
Oops.
know. He's just like, oh man, suicide reports can't do it. Not today. I've got to, like, drink some coffee first and drive to the barber and...
And play a chess game against myself.
Right, exactly. It's very important. And then play some children's card games.
What you just said at me is the first part of the report. What? Okay, I guess that kind of makes sense. But because I was like, he ended it to you, but whatever.
Right,
The first part of the report. Here's the second part. Why would you do that?
I don't know.
What the fuck?
He's like, here's the first part of the port, ask me what the second part, ask me what the second part.
What if he just walked away? Like, Phoenix. I guess he really wanted to have an excuse to say how much he hates suicide reports.
I guess so. Second part of the report is about an attempted suicide. The attempter's name, it's Adrian Andrews. Jeez, what is with these... Is being a manager that horrible?
I guess it is.
Just all trying to commit suicide.
But Miss Andrews, what did she do?
She tried to kill herself? She doesn't seem like the kind of person to try and kill herself. I would know somehow. Because Edgeworth is the only person we knew and he didn't actually kill himself.
Right. Well, no, he tried to kill himself. Maybe he, like, went from plane to plane hoping it would crash somewhere.
Maybe so. That's how he stayed so under the radar. Actually, it doesn't make any sense, but yeah.
You think she's a strong career woman? That's just her image. She's actually a weak bitch, I would know.
He
Adrian
simply
Andrews.
seems to know a lot about Adrian Andrews.
He knows a lot about everyone for being God for a year.
He really
Did he
does.
just like investigate this case for a year knowing beforehand what's gonna happen?
It really seems like it.
Adrian Andrews. She has a certain secret she's always trying to hide.
See, I guess while we gained our magic stones, he gained, like, psychic powers while he was away.
Our magic stones. Like, imagine, that would be weird. Like, one night, Phoenix like calls up, like, and she was like, I have a secret to tell you. I have magic stones. And she was just hangs up. I'm done. I'm killing myself over here now.
That'd be pretty terrible.
Yeah, codependency. That's a key word.
Codependency. The word most unsuited to describe that woman. Why are you... Okay, sure, Phoenix. Whatever. Let's see. So do you want to talk more about that? Codependency. Yes, you do. So, how are Adrian Andrews and codependency related?
I really like that one.
Yeah. They really do like codependency. Especially, like, you know, I like how he... I mean, I understand why he puts this in quotes, but I find it funny how he puts Adrian Andrews in quotes, like, this person, Adrian Andrews.
She doesn't exist. Adrian Andrews' attempted suicide was a few days after the death of Celestia. Well, mainly, I think that's pretty justified.
Well, yeah.
The sun kind of exploded.
I would possibly try that too, if one day the sun just suddenly exploded. And
why did Adrian Andrews think about committing suicide? Quite possibly because she had lost her will to live. So wait, now we have a gay couple and a lesbian couple.
Exactly. See, Phoenix Wright's finally spreading the love. It's you know, diversifying
With
itself.
magic stones.
Exactly.
The pillar of strength that meant her Celestia was gone forever. That's okay. The more I spoil that, the more it turns into a Twilight Celestia. I think, oh my god.
It really does. That makes a lot more sense, actually.
This makes this way too depressing for me.
Oh, well. I'm now that I'm looking at her feet for some reason, which are funny. Why would that?
Yeah, I hope you never find a suicide in real life. Like, hey, look at her feet. Boop, 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 boop.
Man, I would get in so much trouble.
Unless it's your own suicide.
Well, I think they'd be pretty scared if I was booping my own feet.
This is what they call following someone to the grave. Wait, where have you heard that before?
I know, seriously.
What is gum chewing teaching you?
He's like,
After
this is... He probably showed a bunch of pictures. He's like, this is a pistol, and this is someone committing suicide with a pistol.
Oh, Jesus Christ. This is how brain looks when you shoot someone in the head.
Jeez.
After attempted suicide, Adrian Andrews started attending counseling sessions. And they taught her to kill the killer of a woman. They were real
Probably.
counselors.
Yeah.
She's a person who looks for someone she can trust unconditionally. And once she finds that someone, she blindly follows them. Without someone to guide her, she feels uneasy and can't carry herself through life.
You really do know a lot about her.
You do know a lot about her, and you are quoting. Oh my god.
Yeah. And that's her codependency? It's so...
When Celestia sat. Oh no, he's part of the god. I guess that's why he looks so surprised. He's like, what the fuck?
It's like, oh no, there's a giant man in here.
He's a giant, amazing looking guy. When Celestia suddenly committed suicide, the wood before her turned pitch dark. That's according to Adrian Andrews herself.
Well, yeah, the world kind of turns dark when you kill yourself. I know that's not what they mean, but... I don't know if you misread that or if it's the way it was worded, but it certainly sounded like they were talking about the, person who killed herself.
But she said Adrian Andrews.
Oh, yeah, okay, never mind. I guess maybe it's just the way I heard it. Then that means her super confident attitude.
It's all a facade. She's only copying her mentor's behavior to hold herself together. I mean, who would ever do something like that? Like making a giant facade about being amazing and cool, but actually being really fragile and needing someone in his heart? I would never do that.
Oh, man. So that's what's going on here. It's just a big thing about how Edgeworth really, like, he misses a father figure. How terrible.
I mean, but it's kind of how he was. Like, he lost, like, 2 cases, and he's like, I suck.
No, that's true. Admittedly, if he did have codependency, I wouldn't blame him for breaking down and committing fake suicide. I mean, his mentor did kind of try and kill him. I mean, well, send him to prison, and kill his real dad. That's a dick move.
Sucks.
Attempted suicide report added to the court record.
Wait, I thought we already had that. Oh, no,
That's part 2, yeah.
So wait, you didn't give that to you till you asked about codependency?
Right, exactly.
Appearances can be deceiving. It's such a cliché saying, but it's cliché because it's true.
Miss Andrews. To think that behind that unwavering, brave front, she's been hiding this weakness and fear. We promised...
Did she, like, kind of admit that she hates interacting with people? I mean, that already kind of showed.
You know, yeah, she kind of did. That actually makes sense now that we have that context. Anyways, I think... Actually, I should go back there real quick, just because I want to make sure her, Let's see, is there anyone... Okay, wait, no, you were always there. Never mind.
Puppy face.
Well, we'll talk to you later, I'm sure.
I wonder if Edgeworth's gonna kill him. He's like, you stealing my puppy face.
Man, that would be intense. Edgeworth just swags on it, and he's like, only I can have a true puppy face. It's a special thing I share between me and Gumshoe.
Yes, Gumshoe is a lot better for him because he doesn't have as cool a puppy face.
Exactly. Let's see. Alright, so... Oh no, she committed suicide. I assume shit. March 21st.
That would be a twist. I don't think I've ever seen that in this game. It's just, oh, one of your people in the case has killed themselves.
That would be kind of weird.
It's a killer kid upset.
And who do we put away? First, Gatewater Hotel, Mr. Engard's room.
Oh, Miss Andrews here. But I can't expect it. But it looks like she's talking with someone.
That's Franziska von Karma.
Miss One Comma. What? She looks pretty unique. How did you not know who she was?
I know exactly. I don't think you could mistake her for anyone.
Oh,
Look at all
that's
that.
Gumshoe, right? Looks just like Gumshoe, man. What are you doing here?
Well, you see, I'm his lawyer, so...
You've got some nerve following me around.
Following you?
That's you, Miss One Comma. You're the one doing the following. Jeez,
Pearls.
she's gotta go off.
She is.
You're always following after that detective with a little beard. Me? Following after Scruffy? I think she likes him because she keeps calling him that.
I do too. That is definitely a pet name. She's getting attached to him through all of the whippings.
I don't know, that's a good thing. Don't make me laugh. I mean, if your main attachment to someone is calling him a pet name and ripping them, I'm not entirely confident.
Yeah, I'm not either.
I show you something interesting, little girl.
Jeez, speaking of not being a good thing. Beep beep. Beep beep.
Hey, it's a beepy thingy.
Yeah.
I get it. Kind of. What is that? It's an electromagnetic receiver. I planted a tracking device on that detective. And with this, I know what that fool. I know that fool's every move.
So that noise we heard was this receiver. I feel really sorry for poor
Is that
Detective
ego?
Gumshoe now.
I mean, because it's not like it's like she didn't say like, oh, that's just a normal police thing. She's like, I planted that. On it.
I know, seriously. See, my theory is not so crazy. Oh man, poor Detective Gumshoe. I think he needs to fake his suicide. We need to get him out of town.
Now then, let's stop wasting time. Andrew and Andrews,
Yes?
think hard about what we just discussed. Understood? Did you just whip a
alright.
witness?
I don't know, I think she might have. What were those two talking about? Oh, probably lesbian things.
Miss Andrews, she seems a little dazed, doesn't she?
Indeed.
Bet she did kinda get ripped in the face.
Yeah, you know, when you're not used to it, it probably kind of knocks the wind out of you. Anyways, so...
Not like Gumshoe, who was totally used to it.
No. So,
We
yeah,
will
I
continue
think this...
next time.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you all for watching, and yeah, see y'all.